Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Natex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
It was a nice sunny day today, and we expect more sunshine for the day tomorrow, although temperatures will be a little bit warmer and more humid than what it's at right now. 86 degrees in Lincoln, as well as in Springfield and Decatur, 83 degrees in Champaign, 85 in Paris, and 84 in Danville currently. You'll see, though, on our Adams Memorial weather camera on our roofing dial guide, a lot of sunshine out there. We're going to expect clear skies to continue into overnight tonight as well as tomorrow. Winds right now out of the southwest, pretty light, up to around 5 miles per hour. So as we look at our backyard forecast, it's nice for the evening, and like I said, it'll be a little bit warmer, more humid for tomorrow, with rain showers and storms coming in for Thursday. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now, from WCIA 3 News.
We don't want to move backward into phase 3.
The city of Decatur is taking action after an increase in coronavirus cases. The penalties businesses could face if they don't follow the rules. Plus, last week, a man was stabbed and killed in Decatur. Now, a woman is facing murder charges.
Is there a better way to meet the needs of the community?
And city leaders in Urbana are working on a new way to handle police calls, how it would take some responsibilities out of officers' hands.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
We are headed down a dangerous path, a path that can hurt our community's health.
After 62 positive cases of COVID-19 in 3 days, the city of Decatur is taking new measures to protect people. Good evening, I'm Jennifer ROSCOE. They plan to issue an emergency order that would affect businesses that don't follow the rules. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays has more.
From Saturday through Monday, the Macon County Health Department said they had 62 confirmed cases of COVID-19. The health educator for the department said that's more than they were used to seeing.
We kind of anticipated that with things opening back up, with social gatherings being allowed up to that 50 participants.
If the numbers continue to escalate,
the mayor says she plans to take action. They plan to put in place an emergency order that would give the city authority to take away a liquor license from a business.
We don't want to move backward into phase 3. So we really need our citizens and our businesses to enforce this on their own. We're not going to be the mask police. We're not going to send around officers to every business to check up on people. But what we have to do is make this community safe.
Mayor Moore Wolf says if there is a complaint, they will work with the business to get them to understand the rules before doing anything rash. She hopes people will choose to wear a mask, wash their hands, and socially distance to keep the virus from spreading. In Decatur, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
The emergency order would be put in effect until the next city council meeting. Then the council will decide how to move forward. It's a record-setting day in Champaign County. Today, they reported 55 new cases of COVID-19. That's the largest ever daily increase. Actually, 3 of the county's 4 largest 24-hour totals have been in the last 2 weeks. The good news, the 7-day positivity rate stands at 1.7%. And taking a look at the state's numbers, the 7-day positivity rate is now 3.8 across Illinois. There are more than 1,000 new cases. That brings the total to more than 173,000. 30 more people have died. There are now more than 7,400 deaths statewide. And we had someone reach out to us telling us about their experience at the Champaign County Courthouse. WCIA 3's Gabrielle Cook talked with them and has more.
One woman went to the Champaign County Courthouse to figure out her parking ticket, but she ended up running into a bigger problem. Brittany Lane went to the courthouse Monday for a traffic violation. She was given a mask as she entered the building. But as she was waiting for the judge to call her up, the person before her was escorted out.
I asked, I said, did you just say he had coronavirus? They said yes, and that's when I walked out the courtroom. And then I was threatened that if I didn't come back in, that they would arrest me. So I stood at the door to listen to them, and they just gave me another court date.
Lane also says she was not asked if she was COVID positive, nor did they check her temperature. The Champaign County Courthouse does have their COVID protocols listed on their website. County officials want to stress that if people do feel sick, they should not show up to the courthouse and call instead. In Urbana, I'm Gabrielle Cook, WCIA3, your local news leader.
And if you want to take a look at the protocols the courthouse has in place, you can go to our website, WCIA.com. Decatur police have arrested a woman for second-degree murder. 25-year-old Jessica Jackson was taken into custody today. Last week, police responded to the area of East Main and 17th Street. They found Terry Theus in the driver's seat of a car. At the time, they thought he had been shot in the chest. He died during surgery. Police later found out he had been stabbed during a domestic dispute. Jackson was arrested in connection with his death. An 18-year-old is recovering after getting shot in both legs in Danville. He told police he was walking near Williams and Pixley Streets. That's when he heard gunshots. He was able to get home and tell a family member who drove him to the hospital. SWAT members were called to a neighborhood in Champaign this morning. It happened near State and Columbia. A large boom woke people up. Then they saw police officers in undercover vehicles. They told us they saw a man taken into custody. This all happened quickly. Police cleared that scene within minutes. Police did tell us today they arrested one person on a domestic charge, but they would not tell us anything else. City leaders and the Urbana Police Department are working on a new way to handle policing. Right now, officers respond on their own. WCIA3's Courtney Bunting explains why some feel that's not always the best strategy.
Is there a better way to meet the needs of the community?
That's the question police and city leaders are asking themselves. They're working on a new method to handle police calls. The plan, called a one-door initiative, has been in the works for around 2 years. But Mayor Diane Marlin says this is the perfect time to try it out.
There's renewed interest now in rolling out a pilot for this in light of the interest in policing and re-envisioning public safety.
This one-door initiative would bring in professionals from other fields like mental health and substance abuse to respond along with police. They would find ways to help people who need longer-term care.
Local health care, Carl Hospital, they're cooperating with ROSCOE for the behavioral health, and then the men's shelter in Champaign. It's an idea to have a different place, a different door for people to walk through, plus a response that's more tailored to a person's needs for assistance.
That idea is still in the early stages, and it will take time to perfect. But she's confident positive change is on the way.
It's just a better treatment and a better outcome, and hopefully a longer-term solution.
In Urbana, Courtney Bunting, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Crisis intervention officers will present the one-door initiative in 3 weeks at the City Council. The future of a Central Illinois theater is up in the air. We've got the latest on the Savoy 16, plus this.
Oh, it's particularly worrisome when you see people driving recklessly.
People in a Champaign neighborhood say they are concerned about reckless drivers, the changes they want to see.